I spent 5 months in Thailand and 3 months in Indonesia. And Thailand is turning into something that I didn't sign up for, cannabis land. Cannabis is literally everywhere. Weed is everywhere you go. Every beach, every restaurant, every bar. I'm in my non-smoking apartment in Bangkok, door closed. I'm still breathing in weed smoke 20 times a day because everyone above and below is smoking it. Krabi, Phuket and Pai, you simply cannot escape it. And the Thai people are just too nice and too polite to tell a tourist to stop. Now, Indonesia doesn't have this problem because it's illegal. And after 3 months there, I realized something that I didn't know before. I feel like Indonesia might be giving you the Southeast Asia experience that maybe Thailand used to offer. In this video, Indonesia versus Thailand, we're gonna do 5 months versus 3 months, islands, food, vibe, cost, and which one actually deserves your time in 2025. So let's get into it. Some quick context. 5 months in Thailand, Bangkok, Chiang Mai, Pai, Krabi, Phuket, Koh Sok, every major island, north, south, east, west, I've done it all. And 3 months in Indonesia, done Bali, Lombok, Komodo, Nusa Lembongan and Penida, Labuan Bajo, Java and countless small islands. I climbed a volcano in Java, I done some diving with the manta rays, so Komodo dragons in the wild. But here is what I think most people don't realize. Indonesia is massive, like enormous, over 17,000 islands. So when people say Indonesia from the West, they usually mean Bali. And Bali is incredible, don't get me wrong, but it's only one island in a country that's bigger than you could ever imagine. Now Thailand, you can cover it in a few months. At least I think so, 6 to 12 months. Indonesia, you could spend years and years and you still will not see everything. And that matters because we're not comparing two apples here. It's not comparing apple to apple. It's one country versus an entire archipelago. Keep that in mind. In islands, Indonesia destroys Thailand here, obviously. Thailand's islands are so beautiful. Koh Phi, Raili, Koh Lanta, and many more. They're iconic, but they're developed, they're packed, and they're predictable. Indonesia is on a completely different level. Nusa Lembongan is pure island life. Jungle everywhere, no lights, stars like you've never seen before. And Nusa Penida felt like what I think Bali looked like 10 years ago. We hired a boat and we just rode around in the boat. Lombok is jaw-dropping and barely any tourists. The sandbank islands around Labuan Bajo are insane, just white sand in turquoise water. And the dive spots are world class. And the forgotten islands with beaches that nobody seems to know about, that's Indonesia's superpower. And don't get me wrong, Thailand is one of the best in the world for diving. And then there's Komodo. I'm a reptile lover, so seeing Komodo dragons in the wild was surreal for me. They are massive and the pink beach is stunning. Thailand doesn't have anything quite like that. But here's the thing, I saw maybe 1% of Indonesia and there are thousands more islands that I never got to touch. Thailand, I think I've seen most of it. Indonesia had endless options. For pure natural beauty and discovery, Indonesia wins this easily. I think it feels like you're finding something. Vibe, both incredible, both totally different. Thailand feels a little bit polished for a tourist. The Thai people are warm and kind and professional. But there's a little bit of a distance when you're in a tourist spot or in the busy cities and towns like Bangkok and Chiang Mai and Pai, you're a guest. And now with cannabis everywhere, there's a little bit of tension. The locals are uncomfortable with this, but aren't willing to say anything. I understand that. Indonesia is unfiltered warmth. Outside of Bali, people are genuinely curious and welcoming. There's no pretense whatsoever. In Bali, you get the bike hustle and Canggu and Uluwatu, but if you leave Bali, that completely disappears. One thing that fascinated me is sometimes they close entire roads for funerals or weddings, and at first this seems inconvenient, but it's their culture prioritizing community over convenience, and I love this. I found it really interesting. They even knocked the whole electricity out. Thailand is much easier, and I think Indonesia is more authentic. If you want real connection, then Indonesia edges this one. However, if you're traveling and you want to leave the main spots, you'll find connection all over Thailand and you'll find authenticity there too. Now for food, this is a draw. Thailand street food is world class. Pad Thai, Masaman curry, all the other curries, mango sticky rice, you can eat in Bangkok every single day and I promise you won't get bored. And Indonesia's warungs are equally incredible. Nasi goreng is one of my favorite dishes in Southeast Asia. I really miss it. The flavors are richer and more earthy, and Indonesian food doesn't have the global reputation, but honestly, I feel like it's just as good. Thailand has way more variety and it's much easier to find. Indonesia's food is just as delicious if you know where to look for it though. So for me, this is a draw. Both will feed you incredibly well. You'll come back 20 kilos heavier. The cost, let's be real. Bali is the most expensive destination in Southeast Asia. I've said this time and time again. Now, we knew this when we were going in. Canggu and Uluwatu will drain your budget rapid. But Indonesia's guides and drivers are incredible value. Honestly, better than anywhere else I've been. They literally made our Indonesia trip. Thailand is more predictable. Bangkok and Chiang Mai can be pricey, but you know exactly what you're paying for. Now, infrastructure, Thailand destroys Indonesia. Better roads, better transport, easy at everything. Bangkok is one of my top 3 cities in the world, and Phuket reminded me of GTA, wild but modern with great beaches, Western malls, and thankfully no harassment. Indonesia's natural experiences are completely unbeatable, but it is hard getting around at times. We spent a week in Labuan Bajo and honestly got bored. It's beautiful, but there's just not much to do on the actual land beside the boat trips. So Thailand wins for ease and infrastructure, and Indonesia wins for unique experiences and guide value. Activities, Thailand has way more variety. Surfing, diving, hiking, Muay Thai, cooking classes, temples and night markets, just to name a few. Wild elephants in Koh Sok. You could film months and still have stuff to do. Indonesia's more focused, natural beauty, island diving, boat trips and volcanoes. Climbing that volcano in Java was one of the best experiences of my life. And seeing Komodo dragons and diving with manta rays is incredible. But remember, Indonesia is massive. I only saw a tiny fraction. Java, Sumatra, Sulawesi, Raja, Ampat and the Gili Islands, I didn't even manage to get across to those places. And there's so much more there, just the places that people know. So Thailand wins for variety, but Indonesia wins for uniqueness and scale. I think you could spend years in Indonesia and you would never run out of islands to explore. There's so much to see and do. So after 5 months in Thailand and 3 months in Indonesia, for me, which wins? Here's the truth. I preferred Thailand, and maybe it's Bangkok being so incredible, or maybe it's just the ease of getting around, or maybe it's Phuket's vibe. I can't quite explain it, I can't put my finger on it, but Indonesia gave me something that Thailand just couldn't, which is pure, untouched beauty. Better islands and a more raw experience, and no fucking weed problem. Here is the thing though, Indonesia's enormous. I've said it time and time again. Comparing it to Thailand really isn't fair, because I've barely scratched the surface here. Thailand you can see in a couple of months, and Indonesia will take you years on end. If you want ease, variety and world-class infrastructure, then go to Thailand, you'll not be unhappy. But bring a tolerance for the weed. It's honestly, it's everywhere now, even with the new laws. If you want jaw-dropping natural beauty, fewer tourists and endless exploration, then go to Indonesia. It's less convenient, but it's much more rewarding. And there's so much more beyond Bali. It's a huge place. Both are incredible, but Indonesia feels like what Thailand used to be. And Thailand's changing so fast now. So Indonesia versus Thailand. Have you been to both? Which one did you prefer? And am I wrong about the cannabis problem? Am I blowing it out of proportion? Let me know in the comments, because it could be a sour topic. And also, by the way, let me know if you prefer the shorter video or should we do the longer comparison with more in depth. If you've enjoyed this video though, I have 2 more here and here that I think you will love. So go and watch them or go and book a flight. Either way, you're going to be winning.